lost in the belly of the beast, working overtime, but for someone else's dream, reminiscing on a life that could have been. Surrender, they don't even want to fight no more. Pushed down so much they won't even climb no more. So numb they won't even cry no more. They don't want to hear the lies no more. No more, no more, no more.
Alrighty, let's see. Mic is working. Where's my mic is working? Hear the music. Music is coming through on the correct channel. Ducking's working. See if we get text in chat from the duck jokes.
Where do you learn to make banana splits? At Sunday school. Did you know if you rearrange the letters of Bitgamey you end up with Igbitmy? I didn't think so. I wear a stethoscope so that in a medical emergency I can teach people a valuable lesson about assumptions.
Well, yes and no, 1-1 Lion. The monitors showed back up, so I'm hoping that things will... Whee!
Wanted, Bit.ly the kid. $100,000 reward for his capture.
Get set.
First ever. Good job, 1-1 Lion.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bump, 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 got any grapes?"
That's the only reason I did it. Nice 1-1 Lion. Can you hear the sound effect? Did you get any duck, beans or sneeze? Excellent. Okay, so I noticed there
Two
was a
peanuts were
duck.
walking down the street. One was assaulted.
Tell you from day dot that we still feel it,
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I think
I think
we're checking all the boxes at the moment. I'm not sure if Porky is going to mess up my baby face. We'll see. That's the face of disapproval. That's the face of a baby not wanting to end up in jail. That's what that face is.
Oh no, bit.ly the kid escaped. No reward for Dukasoft this time.
Okay, so we have command sound effects back. That's the face of dual voice. Yeah. I actually have two things on my fix list that I haven't got around to yet. Normal mic doesn't stay
Did you
muted
hear about
when
the campsite that got visited by Bigfoot? It got intense.
Normal mic doesn't stay muted when turned down used when baby active, and normal mic comes back on if fake disconnect used during voice mod redemption. So the second one of those is what was the issue previously. The mic should be good now. We've got the Blue Yeti active and the voice mod mic muted, so we should be good. Need to test TikTok TTS. Let's bring one of those back on and see if that works. Nerdwino back in the house. Alright, so let's bring on well, Deadpool is already enabled. He was working okay, so let's bring 3PO back.
Can you hear me now?
Did anybody hear 3PO? Works! Excellent. Thank you, Nerdwino. Alright, so now we can re-enable Chewie, Jesse, Pirate, Rocket, and Stitch. Alright. Well, we might be, reluctant to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, back to normal. Or back to abnormal, depending on how you see the stream. But so the only thing not working now, and kind of half know why, is where you see the music, it says rate limited cooling down. I think that's a key issue as far as probably the API for Spotify. I need to look into that and find out what's going on, why it's being rate limited. Let me just have a fire up Google Chrome again. Put that over here, and then Spotify. How do we get into this? Yeah, developer.spotify.com. Go to the dashboard. API requests by endpoint. Top countries, not surprisingly USA. Pepperoni pizza. Good evening to you. You remembered to change your clocks, Pepperoni Pizza. Well, you're going to be an hour out. You should have changed the clocks on yesterday, I believe. Something like 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I don't expect you to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to change them, but I think most devices, at least these days, change themselves. So it's only anything analog you have. Alright, so I think whatever's causing this issue is not something that I'm going to be able to resolve while we're on stream as far as the SR command and song requests go. Might have to reach out to somebody else and see if they can offer any advice on that. You remembered, okay, good. Okay, so as from next stream, because I'll have fixed it by then, as you can see from the scrolling message, new for subscribers. Request any song in chat, just be sensible, with command !SR and then the song name. So there's no point trying it now because it's going to say, oh, well, it probably won't do anything, to be honest. Let's try it. Just pick a song at random. Yeah, so it's doing nothing because it thinks I've maxed out my usage, which I haven't, but it thinks I have, so. Well, there is one caveat to the only subs, Pepperoni, and that's only subs and family.
That's what she said.
So when it's working next stream, you'll be able to use it too, Pepperoni. Alright. But for now, we're just going to have to make do with my DMCA safe drum and bass Spotify playlist. Let's jump to the next song. So we've got Cinnamon Hybrid Minds Remix. Okay. Alright, so as we were discussing before I had to reboot, the 2024 total solar eclipse will take place on Monday next week, April the 8th, and I am actually in the path of totality, so I am along this darkest strip here. So I'm hoping to have something in place with the help of my former NASA scientist, Nerduino. I'm hoping to get some kind of camera, webcam, something in place so that we can watch it on stream live when I'm streaming. So don't hold your breath, but we're going to see what we can achieve. So that's what I'm going to be doing between now and next Monday when I'm not streaming. And like I said before, if you weren't here, make sure your notifications are enabled for the stream, because I might be starting a little earlier, maybe an hour earlier on Monday next week, just so that we can watch the whole thing live as it happens. Okay, show Unity. Of course we rebooted, so what isn't running at the moment? Unity. It did switch to Unity, but obviously there's no window for it to display because we don't have Unity open. So let's give it a try. So did anybody see any good April Fool's jokes today? Did anybody get caught out by any? You're welcome, Pepperoni. Pepperoni, when is it you go to Disneyland? That's soon, isn't it? You go on your vacation?
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Why aren't we seeing the snow? Why was there just a little bit of snow at the bottom of the screen? That was weird. My April Fool's joke was pretending to be a developer on Twitch. No, I don't think so, one line. I think you are one of the most accomplished. One of the most accomplished developers on Twitch. Go to Disneyland next week on Tuesday, I think. Might be Monday. Oh, okay, so early next week. That's good. I'll bet you're getting excited. Should be a good time. I might come over and carry a suitcase. Actually, I should be there in June. 3 weeks in June. Not Disneyland, of course, but over that side of the pond. So Unity decided they would have a donkey sale today for 24 hours, which wasn't really April Fool because they have a code which gets you 4.1% discount on the sale assets. And yeah, anything related to donkeys, donkey assets, horse assets. It's a bit bizarre, but there it is. I know Nanny's very excited. Oh, I'm sure she is, yeah. And I know some people are excited to show some people things who haven't been there before, so yeah, it should be a good time.
Show code.
I would, Deadpool, if A, there was any code to show right now, and B, if I had Visual Studio open, which I don't because I rebooted and I haven't been working on any code since then. But, you know, just for you, Deadpool, let's do this. Let's find the player, and then let's double click on the script that is the collectibles manager. Well, you know, I feel like if I do favours for Deadpool, then he'll do a favour for me when I need him. So, you know, it doesn't do to burn your bridges. Alright, so now if we try...
If you rearrange the letters of Piperonipitsaw 56 you end up with IEOPS 5 RIN 6?
I certainly did not.
I didn't think so.
Goodness, that was a long delay. Okay, show code. There we go, Deadpool. Just for you. Looks like we need to do a little resizing on the window here. Bring this down. Take this across. There we go. Alright, show Unity. So what we did last time is we started building out the first scene or first level with this reception area in the dog pound or the dog shelter, and we found a clock to put up here. Originally up here there was an LED display displaying a number because the pack that this came from has a numbering system where you can take a ticket from the machine and then you can change the number on the display. I don't know of any dog pounds or dog shelters that do that. Definitely watching Deadpool in the cinema. Yes, I'd like to watch it in the cinema as well. Deadpool and Wolverine should be good. I've seen the trailers, it looks pretty good. Chris TS is in the house. How you doing, Chris? Nice to see you. It was thinking hard about it. Yeah, without jumping in and looking at the code, it might be based on the number of characters that there are in the username, and because Pepperoni Pizza 56 is quite a long name, it might have had a longer gap to make me wait. But in fact, let's have a quick look at that and find out why it was a bit naughty there. Actions. So what it should do is it should say, did you know if you rearrange the letters of username you end up with new name? And then once it says that, it should delay for 5 seconds every time. 5 seconds. So I don't know why it decided to do it for an extra long amount of time there. Let's try it on. Let me try it. You claimed the maximum amount available to you. They'll restock for you next stream. What? You're So Random is 1 per stream, like the first redemption. Since when? Why is it not showing for me? I mean, if it's showing available for you, Pepperoni, then you can go for it, but I'll have a look and see why it doesn't like me. Okay, You're So Random. Maximum 1 per user per stream. But I didn't even use it. What's it thinking I've used it already? Alright, well temporarily, I'm going to change it to 2.
Did you know if you rearrange the letters of ONE1LION you end up with ONOE1NLI?
I did not know
I
that.
didn't think so.
See, now that's a bit more like it. It's the shorter gap that I was expecting. Alright, let me put it back to 1 then. 1 per user per stream. Okay. Should. That word needs to be banned from the lexicon. I hesitate when I hear the word, then do my best to make it will. Why don't you like should, Chris TS? Oh yeah, that's okay, don't worry, pepperoni pizza. It's not a redemption that gets used that often, and if it's an issue next time we can worry about it then. Why is this cable? Okay, we do some cable rerouting before next stream. Alrighty. Do you control the delay yourself in code? Yes. Yep, 5 seconds apparently. Is it via a StreamerBot rule? So it's in an action in StreamerBot, and it's just a standard 5-second delay. So I have no idea why it went so long then. Because at the most inopportune moments, good doesn't. Alrighty then. Okay, so if P. Gawley is still here, and I'm sorry. No, I mean, if P. Gawley is still here, he did a redemption on the first half of today's stream before I rebooted for the Dad Jokes joke book. This book here, which has the good, the bad, but usually the terrible jokes in. Oh yeah, P. Gawley, and you picked page 55. So I don't know if 55 has some relevance to you, but there are a lot of pages in this book, and I use this trusty pencil to tick off when I read a joke from a certain page, and this has the first joke on this page ticked off. So I don't know if you redeemed 55 before, but on that note, the second joke on this page is coming up. It's a bit of a long one, so if you can make sure you're comfortable. You see, you forget about these redemptions, but I don't. When it comes to people redeeming stuff, I don't want you to lose your points. So, I beat you to it on one line. Or maybe I didn't. I mean, I heard the audio clip, but maybe you guys didn't. Anyway, here we go. Funniest joke that you've heard in the last 2 minutes. Early one morning, a husband and wife were making breakfast together. The man was making an omelette. The man was making an omelette and beating the eggs with a fork. The woman said to her husband, "Don't forget to add salt to the eggs, dear." The man replied, "But I'm already assaulting the egg." Because he was beating them with a fork. So I have 2 questions. One lion. Did you hear my "that's what she said" or your "that's what she said"? And did you hear my badumts that I just did? Didn't hear mine, heard the one you triggered. Didn't hear the badumts. Okay. So I need to find out what I need to do to get audio from my Stream Deck, because all I'm doing is playing sound clips from the Stream Deck, and I guess they're not coming through. So let me just have a very quick look at the advanced audio properties. I'm going to max out this window so I can see active sources, and let me see what happens when I press it. Yep, nothing. Nothing is lighting up. It's from keyword trigger. Yeah, so you put badumts in chat and it will trigger it. But let me so I've got no TikTok TTS, but did we try TikTok TTS? See if that was working again now.
Ohana means family.
Did anybody hear Stitch? And it's like this, Christius. Does your Stream Deck trigger audio on a specific audio source? No, because before I just had everything set to that desktop audio and everything just came through. So I don't have anything set up specifically for it. So I guess that's what I need to do. I need to set up an audio source. But what would I point it to is the question. Like if I set up an audio source for Spotify, I can point it to the Spotify app. Maybe the Stream Deck app? Do you think it plays it through that? I wonder. I'm curious. Just try quick test. Maybe, no idea, don't have a Stream Deck, I'm not cool enough. It's not about being cool. I actually got mine as a Father's Day gift. When they weren't sure what to get me, I said, well, this would be nice. Okay, so let's see what happens if we add... let's have a look. Which source are we going to use? It's not audio output, audio input, but that's for a mic. It's not really a media source. Audio, maybe application audio capture, the same way that we have had it set up for Spotify. Then does that mean I need to have Stream Deck open, I wonder? Stream Deck. Let's have a look. Okay. Stream Deck. And same XE. Okay. And now we don't want active sources only. Application audio, Stream Deck. Okay, we'll have it set to monitor off. I don't know why the game bar was recording. Anyway, I just thought of a real fun April Fool's joke that I'm comfortable with doing. I don't typically celebrate the day, but I think this one would have been fun. Aha! Well, I mean, it is still on the day, unless you were going to do it during your stream, of course. We change that to monitor. Oh no, don't want that. Go down to Stream Deck. This is active. Monitor and output. Okay, let me try it again.
That's what she said.
Did that come through? Have it as monitor and output, and I'm hearing it twice, so I'm just going to change it to monitor only. No, to monitor off. Is anybody hearing the badumtus? I'm badumtussing. I can say it since I'll forget about it the next time around anyway. If I countdown streams without our faces, then have the hello talking head screen, or if I had someone else do my intro. Yeah, that would have been. Okay, thank you, 101 Lion. What I'm going to do is close out Stream Deck. I think it should minimize to the tray. Yeah, it minimizes to the tray, so that should be good now. Alright, problem solved. Just have to remember that at the moment, let me put it on my to-do list. Move Stream Deck source into audio sources scene. So I don't have to go adding it in for every scene I go to. They're not very nice on my ears today. Alright. Problem solving over for now. Okay, so it looks like the ducking is still working, which is good. Do you have a pause screen for Homeward Hound? Thank you, Bit Gamey. You are welcome, Pigorley. That would be a perfect choice of what to call it, Pigorley, a pause screen. There probably will be, but we haven't really got that far yet that once we're in gameplay mode that we pause it. So you were asking so that we could call it a PAWS screen. And then we could say game paused, maybe. Well, you know how I like my puns, so if any game is going to be full of puns, it's going to be this one. Or at least use a port icon. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of input that I'm going to be looking for once we start. I mean, I'm happy to have people suggest different ways of coding things that I'm doing, and people to suggest, you know, like you just have with the pause screen. So when I get to somewhere that you think it would be fun to add something, let me know. I can't say that I'm going to add everything that people suggest, but I definitely like food for thought. Okay, so on the last stream we took out the LED sign, we put in a clock, and since we didn't just want a stationary clock, we animated the second hand. So when we hit play now, we should see that hand start moving. And this won't be a scene that you sit around watching the clock in, so it's enough that just the red hand is animated. The black hands are stationary, so the clock will always be 8:13 for the time, even when the second hand's been around the clock, so that won't change. But at least then when you're running around the scene, if you happen to get the clock in view, just happen to be sitting there waiting for something, at least it looks like the clock is doing something. So you get all these little tricks and tips. When the game comes out on Steam, you'll be like, yeah, don't buy this game, it has a fake clock. Don't fall off the edge, because that's... Hi, puppy! Yeah, let's not do that. Alrighty, so we did the clock, we animated the clock, we put the reception desk in, we had the water cooler, we brought some other props in. Where did the plant go? We had a plant here. It was right here last time. I remember placing it. I didn't imagine that. Where did the plant go? Someone stole my plant. Dingo stole my baby. Got interior, exterior, interior props, chairs, walls. Plant has vanished. Curious. It's an Easter egg though. Just have a time set to something meaningful, like some kind of month-day representation of an anniversary. Yes. The only problem there is I'm not even sure if we have access to those hands to independently be able to change that. But let's have a look. Clock. Circle. That's the face. Let's make this something more sensible with the naming, shall we? Cylinder 005, so you know. So that's the frame. Second hand we already renamed. And so this one is hands. Yeah, so the problem is that we would have to put our own hands on because the hands are just in a fixed position. So potentially we could put them into a wrapper just so that we could change the pivot point like we did with the second hand and then rotate both hands at the same time. But given that it looks like one straight line, it's probably going to have to be a time where, well, it can be represented by being one straight line across the clock face. Oh no, it's not a distraction. I welcome suggestions, so yeah, it was a good idea. And we might at some point do that. But for now, all that we have available to us, this is going to be funny again, isn't it, on the rotation? Yeah, it's going to let us do it just by rotating on a single axis. So yeah, we will look into that. Alrighty, so that's the clock. So now we have the desk in place. I think maybe we, at least temporarily, we need to put a material on this floor because it's a bit glaring and it's hard to see white on the other objects. Let's have a look. Materials. Because at the dog's butt, you know, dog's buttoon moments should, doesn't, LMAO. But Spot, how long ago was that? Let's scroll back. I believe that was a Chris TS comment like a week ago, wasn't it? 2:28. 16 minutes it took Buttspot to respond to that. Oh, dog's butt Doki, no need, don't dog's butt to distract. Okay, well I guess you fell asleep and you just woke up, dog's butt, so you're playing catch up now. My goodness. Okay, materials. Let's see if we have a material we can use for the reception area carpet, at least temporarily. Yeah, it needs to be something that doesn't have any transparency, or else we just get the white back again. Or we see straight through the floor, more likely. Okay, it's grey. That'll do. Temporarily, so that we can see the props. Okay. So now we have the computer. Let's put the computer on the desk. Now this should be interesting because I was hoping to get a keyboard up there as well. Any space for a keyboard too? Bring the computer down. And where did the keyboard go? Once we get these in the right positions, we can child the keyboard to the PC or to the monitor. Okay, so the door's over here. It's more likely to be when you first come in, isn't it? They're going to be like, can I help you? And you'll be like, yes, why do you have such a weird looking computer? Alright, do we want the base in or not? Probably not if we're trying to leave space for the keyboard. Probably something like that. Well, look, Magister X has graced us with their presence. Welcome on in. You missed all the fun technical shenanigans earlier in the first half of the stream before I rebooted the PC. But welcome on in. We finally got to the game dev portion of the stream. We didn't really want to spend another almost whole stream working on technical issues like last time. Now this is the keypad, it goes on the right, so we're going to have to make sure we rotate it the correct way. So something like, oh, that's a big keypad, isn't it? Okay. So we make this 250. Is this 250? Yeah. And we should be able to. Seems a big keyboard compared to the size of the monitor. I might need to shrink this keyboard down a little or increase the scale of the monitor. Let's have a look. Should we go for a bigger monitor? Actually, what do we have here? Cylinder? Oh no. Can't disable that because that's part of the monitor stand. Okay, so let's make this whole, let's not call it computer, let's unpack prefab, let's call it monitor. And let's change the scale on all three axes. Let's go with a 1.25. Keyboard not so terribly huge. Probably the keyboard can be a little bit smaller. Oh, not just on the x-axis though. To resize all three. Go with 0.85. Okay, and then let's adjust that rotation slightly so it's level with the desk. Do like my round numbers, we'll call it 260. And then we can do the same for the monitor. 60. Okay. Grab the chair. Chair in position. Possibly. Make it not static. Why don't you want to move, chair? Why are you... Okay. Weird. Might need to change the scale on the chair as well. We're going to have 5, that'll do. Not sure if we're going to have somebody sitting in it. We'll play that by ear because it'll be a different stream where we start populating the dog pound with people. For now we'll just have the chair like that. Somebody's left it. Okay, and we also had a ceiling fan. And for now, we're just going to have a levitating Guardium Leviosa. I have a Harry Potter ceiling fan. Somewhere middle-ish in the waiting room, so about there, that should do it. Okay, now has this fan been created so that we can rotate the blades? Because that would be nice too, wouldn't it? They're just having a fan that's turned off. A bit more life to the scene. Let's have a look. Cone. It looks like it's the centre. Oh, that's the blades as well. So I guess we can rotate that. Yep. Alright, so we go back to... Let's see. So this is the... Call it the drop. I'll call this blades. Prefab. Alright, so we go back to the clock. Clock is here. Have a very similar script to the clock. Show code. Alright, so we'll just take this whole thing here. And then onto the blades of the fan. I'll add a new script. And call it rotate fan. New script, create and add. And then in a moment you'll see a script pop up in Visual Studio. When Unity finishes compiling this empty script, right, so what we need to do is overwrite this part with this. Oh, I don't want that. This time we don't want to rotate 6 degrees every second, we want to continuously rotate. So we take this same rotation, get rid of that script there, have a fixed update script, and we'll put that in there. Don't need to call the method we just removed. Rotate by 1. Right, let's have a private dot speed. I'm going to say equals 1. I'm going to set it up as a float. Don't need the start method. And then we can have 1f multiplied by speed. And we need to show it in the inspector. Serialize field. Get rid of the top two, save that. Show Unity. Alright. Unity finishes compiling. Hit play, see what happens. So we look at the blades now, we have a rotation speed defaulting to 1. So let's see how fast that runs. Thank you, Berlin, for your jalapeno, and welcome back. Seems like we have everything working now, and we went to see if... Oh, so close to that drop. Alright, I am just going to run and get a quick drink. I am drinkless currently, so I will be right back, and hopefully all the sounds are okay now, and you'll hear this video that you'll be watching on the BRB screen. Does the song request work? No, because that was an issue not with...
Does the song request work?
That's an issue with my API key. I need to have a look into what's going on with that and discuss it with somebody else. So next stream, all being well, that'll be fixed and running. I think everything else is working okay for now, though. We've enabled all the TTS redemptions. The only thing not working for some reason is the bot is not putting jokes in the chat. The bot seems like it's gone to bed, so there we are. No, thank you, Belint, for being here. But I'm going to grab a quick coffee. I will BRB.
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
Alright, so enough ghosts and goblins for now. So, I'm curious how One Lion prepares coffee that tea is easier. I mean, just so many questions. Does One Lion use loose leaf tea and then make it in a fancy teapot? Does he just have single tea bags? How does he make his coffee? It's so complicated. Does he have like loose coffee that he has to get filters for and everything and make a pot? Does he have K-cups, single cup? I just have so many questions. Anyway, while we await return of One Lion and his beverage, let's have a look and see what this fan is doing. So we hit play now. See, we've got the fan rotating. This is a Unity engine error. It's nothing to do with my code, so I'm not concerned about that. Munglo, hey you! How are you doing on this Monday? I think we are. I think it's Monday. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we have a rotating fan now, even though it's hovering. Once we drop the ceiling in, then we can attach that to it. Do we need it to go faster? What do you think? Let's have a look. What about if we set it as a 2? For tea, I have a water cooler that does cold or hot. So I just add hot water to my mug and drop a tea bag in to steep for 5 or so minutes. Coffee, I use beans unless I've recently ground some and use the reusable K-cup thing. Ooh, fancy pants One Lion grinding his own beans. And I add cream and sugar after it's poured. So what is your tea of choice? Which tea bags are we using today?
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
Tired and just got home. Want coffee but way too late for that now. So Munglo, here's my question. Oh, that was a bit hot. Blue. So my question, which Blue I don't think will be the answer, is what is your cut-off point? What time do you say, that's it, I'm done, I can't have any coffee now or I won't be able to sleep tonight? One of these days the answer will fit. Yes. Well, hopefully not when I ask how you're feeling, because I don't want you to feel blue. But do you have like a certain time and say, oh, yeah, if it's after 4 PM, that's it, I can't have coffee? Alright, we'll just send a quick reply to this text message. No, not really, but it's 22 now, so just wind down and hit the sack. Oh, 22 as in 2200 as in 10 PM? In that case, yeah, that would be too late for me as well. Mine is, I'm only allowing myself 2 cups of coffee a day, which I usually finish my second by 6:30. Ooh. What time does your day start, One Lion, that your second coffee is done by 6:30 AM? Goodness. 6:30 used to be when my alarm went off. I start the day with half a pot. Yeah, maybe that's what One Lion means. He has 2 coffees. I know he said cups. I was going to say. He just said 2 coffees. Maybe it was half a pot each time. First one is when I wake up at 4. 4:30 in the morning. No, that's insane. I don't think anybody, it should be illegal to get up before 6:30, I think. Man, that's early. Although, you know, you're probably in bed by 8 PM, so hopefully it balances out. Alright, so let's try this fan on 2 times speed, see what we get. Okay, I'm thinking because of how we've set this up And even if we put it at 20 speed, it's not going to make any difference. Well, marginal. Let's do some extreme testing. 200. Yeah, I think we need to take another look at this code. Alright, recompile. And I feel like now when I hit play, that 200 is really going to make a difference. No, not at all. And I think it's because we put it in the fixed update, so it's only running every fixed amount of time. Alright, so we're going to put it in update, and we're going to say 1F and find dot delta time. And then we need to get hot speed in there. So 1F times hot speed. Let's try that.
In spring, hunter's flower. In summer, refreshing breeze. In autumn, the moon.
Work during the quiet hours of 4:30 to 7:30. Do exercise, breakfast and hygiene stuff from 7:30 to 8:30. Work from 8:30 to 3:30 with a 2-hour stream. Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Cook dinner for my wife and me. Back to moonlighting. Work by around 5 until about 9 or so. That seems like a long day. Long day there, one line. Is this fan not behaving? Incredible hero. I am doing well, thank you for asking. We had a few technical issues at the start of the stream where we had to reboot the PC, but now we're back and I think we're 99% functioning, so hope your day is going well. Alright, we might have been better going back to we had things before where we called a separate method. Let's try that. Take clock script. We're going to make clock tick, we're going to have make fan spin, show code, make fan spin, we're not going to rotate every second, we are going to rotation speed in there. wonder if that will be consistent. Let's try this. Not sure this is the best way of doing this. Cool, well, thanks to you for amazing Facebook and Discord community groups. Before I was checking it, the new assets, but after publishing my first asset, I saw mine too. Special shout out. Hey, no problem. Post a link to your asset in the chat so we can shout it out again, let people see. What I'm working on now is an alert system for the assets. So initially you can pick like a asset developer like Cinti Studios, and then when they release a new asset you'll get a notification to say, hey, Cinti Studios just released a new asset, which is something that the asset store doesn't have. So let's fill those gaps. Let's add in all the things that the asset store should just have natively. Show Unity. Okay, so that's 200. Does that make a difference? They send plenty of emails already, though, but yes, being able to do that for any arbitrary creator would be nice. Well, they really need to work on their communication. Oh, you're talking about Cinti. I thought you were talking about the Unity Asset Store. Because Unity, really, I'm sure it's nothing to do with the 1,800 people that they fired, because they weren't great before that either, but their communication does leave something to be desired when it comes to the Unity Asset Store. Even if you're an affiliate, they're not great at letting you know when the sales are on. That's why I have so much automation in place for things like the publisher sale. It's just, 10 o'clock every Thursday morning now. I send out a message about the new publisher sale that's on, because they rarely tell me in advance, and if they do, then I'll go ahead and post it on my Discord. But yeah, so Cinti are in the rare position, not the unique position, but in the rare position where they also have cintistore.com. They have their own asset store, but this is just specifically about the Unity Asset Store itself that I'm referring. It's not to say I couldn't also do something for the individual asset developer stores as well. But yeah, I mostly focus on the Unity Asset Store. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have... I mean, they have no follow publisher feature. They have no keyword search feature. So, say for example, if you're working on a horror game, or more specifically, say a zombie game, and you wanted any assets with the word zombie in to be notified of, there's nothing in place there. So I'm hoping to get that up and running as well. And also, what else don't they have? It's at the developer level. There's a couple of other things I thought of as well, and I thought, well, it would be nice, if you could just have a system where you could go in, and this is what I was talking about on your Discord server, one line, a system where you can just go in and set up alerts, and then you get notification when they get triggered. It's not too difficult to do the alert based on the developer name. It's also not that difficult, or it's probably as much of a setup to do keyword triggers. Problem is when it comes to like genres and being able to pull in the metadata. So rather than just saying, okay, well, if the asset title includes the word zombie, then send it to me. It'd be nice if you could be sent all zombie related assets. So somebody might call their asset The Walking Dead or the Undead, or just something without the specific keyword in. So it would be nice to somehow set that up. But even if I can get access to the metadata of the asset, it would only be as good as the developers themselves putting in the right keywords. That was nice to hear. So few people use a plural when talking about companies. What did I say one line? Was that me you were referring to there? Use the plural when talking about companies. You said Cinti are instead of Cinti is. Yes, that is one of my pet peeves. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into the weeds on that, but I try and stop and think about which I'm using before I speak, but I don't always get it right. Yeah, I dogs but agree with you. Thank you, Butspot, for jumping on people's messages. So if anybody doesn't want Butspot to jump on their messages, if you do exclamation mark ignore me as a command, that will stop Butspot from looking at your messages. Okay, well, it's starting to annoy me now. Why is this not doing what it should do? So we have 1 divided by speed. Let's try that. And then over here, do 1 F. Save that. Now, if we set the rotation speed to 1, we should get it just rotate at normal speed. Okay, now if we change it to 2, it should go twice as fast. Possibly. Let's try 10. Alright, seems like it's not taking any notice of what I'm putting in. Okay, so now let's see if this makes any difference. Compile, compile, compile. Drop it back down to a rotation speed of 1. Give it a test. Okay, change it to 5. Yeah, I'm not sure it's storing the number that I need. Let me try something different. It does not want to go any faster than that, does it? Does that streams I follow run much resources? I mean, not as I've noticed. I did have some stutters for certain things like the fireworks in when I had the other PC. Since I've upgraded the motherboard and CPU, doesn't seem like it has any issues. I mean, OBS generally tends to be quite hungry, but I didn't notice really any additional hunger after putting those in. They are live feeds though, and they are separately controlled with volumes in OBS. So if, for example, pirate software we wanted to hear,
You are a pirate.
smashing the hype train record again. He keeps doing that, doesn't he? So I should be able to turn his volume up.
For a bit and really enjoy the content, so take some of my bits as tribute, Mr. Goblin Banana Man. Tide More with 1,000 bits said we're going harder than the Doom soundtrack.
Damn right you are.
And there he goes as we get randomized. Are you trying to do a rotation? Also try a few solution when I was working on my drone controller asset. I haven't seen the link yet. You're supposed to post a link to the asset so we can get some more interest going. I was just trying to get it to rotate. I mean, ideally to have a variable rotation speed, just in case I need it at some point in the game. But, you know, just to rotate a bit faster than the speed it's going. But it doesn't seem to want to play ball. I've tried calling a method using invoke repeating a number of times. I've tried putting it in fixed update with a higher rotation amount, but it seems like, as I said last stream, rotation is my kryptonite really. Always try and avoid rotation wherever possible, but yeah, when you've got a fan, unless I add an animation to it, I'm going to have to do it from script. Mute Lee, turn up John. I mean, there is a redemption to mute me if you want to use it, TD, and then I will turn John all the way up. But, you know, if I'm going to keep talking, then you're going to keep hearing me. Unless I get muted. I don't know, I mean, this was part of the reason that I wanted to have separate sound control on them. Because if we see something while I'm streaming, it's like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. And, you know, we can turn up and have a listen. My only concern with turning Irish John up is, let's just say he hasn't got the most wholesomest of streams. At some point the rotation looks weird. That's why the developers try a combination of blur texture on propellers and high-speed fans. Yeah. What was it I saw the other day? I think I see so many things when it comes to assets in a day that my head spins pretty much like a fan. I remember seeing I think it was a shader. It was a URP blur. Things like fans. Who's wholesome nowadays? I'm wholesome, TD. Be no cursing here, young man. Yeah, I'm not going to really spend any more time on this. I think I'm just going to go back into the code. I'm just going to have the transform that we had originally. I'm going to take out the extra stuff and don't need it in start. I'm going to put it in update. I'm going to have 1 times time dot delta time. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's going to do for now. Don't think Hey, got any grapes? Well, this could be, the music doubling up could be because I was playing with things before the reboot, trying to get it to work. So let me have a look and check advanced audio properties on Spotify. So I have Spotify currently set as monitor off. Monitor only mute output, monitor and output. Definitely doubling. I'm probably going to butcher your name, so I'm just going to say Cod. Welcome on in. Good to see you. I don't know. It's because it's so subtle, isn't it? The doubling, that it's difficult to say whether it's doubling or not. I have it set to monitor only mute output. I might probably go monitor off. How does that sound? Is that still doubling? Thanks for stopping by, Cody. Good to see you. So so you're in Unity game development, are you? What are you working on at the moment? Are you just starting out, or you've been with the engine for a few years? Right, let me know one line if that's any different. If it's not, I'm going to have to think what else we can disable. Might Spotify going through a different output too, so you have it on the monitor output and the direct sound source. Yeah. So what I'm working on here, Cody, is a game called Homeward Hound. It was inspired by Dog's Life on the PS2. I don't know if you're familiar with that, where you play as a dog called Jake and you have to complete different tasks. And in this game, it's actually to get back home to your family that accidentally left you behind when they went on a day trip. So we're just working on fleshing out the first scene, which is the dog pound, which is where you wake up and the game starts. What I haven't seen today is any notifications from Twitch saying that there will be any ads. So what I did was I added what they call a Q dot on the stream at the top right hand corner of the window. You can see the black and white stripes, and that should come up before the ads start. I haven't actually seen anything to say there's going to be ads. You're working on a deck building boxing game. Interesting. Do you have any footage on YouTube yet? Is there any prototypes we can look at on itch? Do you have any links or anything you can post so we can have a look? Deck building boxing game. When I was at school, I used to have a calculator that had a boxing game on it, which was pretty cool. Now I'm just started out planning the game. I'm going to start working on it soon. That's the new project buzz. I love that. When you get a new idea and you just want to start testing it out. That's why a lot of game developers rarely finish projects, because it's more fun starting them, testing out new things, seeing how things will play out, and then completing them is always the difficult task. But yeah, let me know when you have something to show. We'll take a look. I have to finish up the working, when I'll send a Discord DM later. Summary has changed what we did. Set Spotify and Windows settings to go through monitor with all of the OBS set up for that, and only use the OBS sound source, monitor and output, and uncheck track 2 for that one. Yeah, I don't know what it's going through. If I have the advanced audio properties window open, and actually no, you can't really see it in that. But if I scroll through the active sources, it could be coming through desktop audio. Did I enable that again by mistake? Now I don't hear any music. Do you still hear music? Because we sent that to the audio monitor. Yes, still hear music. Okay, so maybe muting the desk. Does it still seem like it's doubling? Because I just muted desktop audio and I don't hear it now. I can still see the bars bouncing up and down, but I don't hear anything through my headphones. There's no music now. Okay, so I guess we do still need that. So then we need to mute the Spotify, don't we? How about now? It doesn't seem like it's doubling. Okay, yeah, when I was trying to fix it before we did the reboot, I think I was not randomly clicking on things, but I was trying to get things working again. Alright, well, appreciate it. Thank you. One line, appreciate your input as always. Alright, so we have a water cooler, we have a random door which we can probably move over here. The reception area, we've got a computer, we've got a keyboard. We need some more computers, one's not going to cut it. If we take the monitor and keyboard, duplicate, bring them over here. And we can take the monitor and bring it down. Where's the stand? The stand's already below. So just go further back on the desk. And another chair would probably be sensible. 2 computers, 2 chairs. Okay, yeah, not only have we lost the plant that we had last time, we've lost the table. We had a table in the middle here and a plant on the end. I don't know where they ended up going. Let's see about getting them back. So, moving chair, monitor, keyboard. Moving chair, clock, fans, monitor, keyboard, cooler. They should all be in interior props. Interior props. There we go. Okay, so let's find out what happened to the table. Looking for table, looking for prefabs. It was this one, wasn't it? Small table we had in here, so I don't know what it disappeared to. And also we had the plant. Where did the plant go? There it is, bush. Okay, then bush and small table. Move down into the props, keep it tidy. Interior props. Another chair, move it around here, this way. Slightly offset. Right, I'll look through here again, see if there's anything else we can bring in. Oh yeah, we said about having the aquarium, didn't we? And then using flocking to have fish swimming around. Where to put the aquarium? So we're probably going to have a door at the end of here. So maybe just maybe here next to the last chair. Remember, there is a fish in here, and then it animates the fish, but I think he gets an offset, doesn't he? So he's not actually in the tank, if I remember rightly. Yeah, maybe bubbles, but Mr. Fish decides to go off and do his own thing. Here he is. Not quite in the tank. So this random fish just swimming around wherever he wants to be. So what I wanted to do, rather than just having one goldfish, is put a number of fish in the tank, have them swimming around, maybe even have a slightly bigger tank, increase the scale. So what we'll do is we'll take Mr. Goldfish and we will disable him from the tank. We'll take the tank and increase the size. And all axes. 1.5 is too much. 1.2. The size of it in relation to the chair. 1.25 maybe. Which room does that give us for the fish to swim around? Seems doable. Let's have a look, see if the bubbles look okay. Yep. What we'll do as well at some point is we'll add some ambience of the bubbles, but just set the range on it so that when you get close to the tank, you can hear it. Alright, so what else do we have? Are you happy? Happy or not? Okay, so it's like a survey pressing thing. We'll deal without that. Big table, no. Chairs. Bush. Cabinet. So this is an office pack, so we just need to, not everything will be relevant. Got clock, computer, cooler, door. Doors, we put fan in. Door on top. The dog. Oh yeah, these were the scary pictures that we decided not to add. Induction hob, because you can have kitchen stuff in here as well. Keyboard, kitchen cabinet. Kitchen cabinet, let's have a look. This might be good behind the desk. Ultimately, all of these might just be placeholders, depending on how good the assets look once we start adding post-processing. And obviously, when we put the walls in, things will look different, like the white on the bottom of this won't be there. We have cupboards like that up in the air. We're not, we scratch that. Kitchen cabinet, kitchen set. Map of building. Maybe not. Microwave. Very basic microwave. Mini sofa, chair. Take a number, we're not doing that. Another clock face, 7, 8, 9, 0, 11. Nope, I don't think so. Office desk, office. More desk. And picture. Printer. Well, they likely have a printer, don't they? So it's just how much of this you're going to be able to see from without going behind the counter. Alright, paper printer. Projector, nope. Radiator. Refrigerator. Antenna. Running picture. Sheep! Sign. Kitchen, meeting room, office 1, office 2, waiting room, WC, small table, sofa, table, table. Maybe a table in the centre, maybe? Doesn't really go together, does it? Got the dark, almost cherry wood here, and this different wood here, and then different material on the reception area, and different material on the door. It's going to get a bit eclectic. And then it's a random picture. I don't need it to be that scale, maybe 0.5. We have it over the printer. Telephone. We have those, don't they? Well, they have them where you can see them, though. It's the only place really we could put them. Let's put it on. OMG, I just seen a scrolling text. Request any song, just be sensible. Give a critical match. That's mostly for you, TD, because I know what you like with these excessive swearing songs and, you know, inappropriate words. So maybe I just need to update the message to say new for TD. Maybe that's what I need. Alright, so toilet. We probably don't have a toilet in the waiting room. Light. Might add those later when we do the lighting for the scene. Ski. Alright, I'm probably going to leave it there today. Off stream, I will probably try and get the flocking working for the fish, so that we have fish swimming around when we come back on Wednesday, and hopefully working SR command as well. Alrighty, so let's jump on over to the ending scene. Let's see who's on that we can raid out to today. Thank you, One Lion. One Lion, as always. Was a big help. Always good to see you here. And thank you, Berlin, for your ooh-woos. And thank you, TD, for swinging by just to insult me, TD. Always appreciated. Ooh-woo, exactly. I'm supposed to have a cooldown now. You just like ooh-wooing as much as you want. Alrighty, let's see who we can raid out to today. A few choices, a few different people on. Gaming, software and games, just chatting. Music, gaming, just chatting, that's different. Twitch themselves are streaming at the moment. Even Twitch themselves can't get as many viewers as Pirate Software. How about that? Alright, well, because I need to raid and run, I'm going to go over to the inimitable, the always Irish John Games today. So, let me just throw the raid into chat. Alrighty, so Irish John Games working on a game called Rise of Piracy. Let's just do a quick Let's Pants shout out for him before we go over there. Alright, so yeah, working on a game pretty much solo called Rise of Piracy, which you are probably aware of. We're going to go over and see him now. For some reason my raid widget didn't work, so we can't actually see what he's working on at the moment, but he actually just sold it for $1 billion bucks. Oh, that's right, yes, his totally not an April Fool's joke about switching to Minecraft. So yeah, he's streaming Minecraft from now on. So assuming it is not an April Fool's joke, and we're going to go over and see Irish John Games. So there's copy pasta text that should have appeared when we switch scenes, but it doesn't look like it did, so something else that's balked. No, thank you.